believe Comer's got the nerve to serve us subpoenas over this Epstein mess.
Yeah, this ain't good.
Bill, this is your buddy Jeffrey haunting us again.
And now Merrick Garland, James Comey, and Eric Holder are on the hook too.
This ain't
This
good.
is nothing but a witch hunt.
Now, Hillary, let's not panic. I've been subpoenaed before.
Me too.
So have I.
Hey, remember Whitewater?
Yes, Bill, I remember.
Remember when I lied to America about
Yes,
Monica?
Bill, everybody remembers.
Well, we got through that. I think we'll be just fine.
Yeah, you guys might be okay, but that 2016 coup might come back to bite me.
Trump's calling you a traitor, Barack.
Yeah,
we're
we're all
all
traitors.
traitors, though.
Yeah.
Those declassified emails that Tulsi Gabbard dug up,
Oh,
we're screwed.
yeah.
And those subpoenas, they're real.
Yep.
Comer's fishing for dirt. And he's got the House Oversight Committee throwing nets on all of us.
Yeah, they're dragging us into this Epstein probe like we're the masterminds.
Well, didn't you fly to Epstein Island 25 times?
26 times, but I mean, I wasn't the mastermind. I was just a client.
Client?
I mean, I was a guest.
Oh.
And I was Secretary of State,
Yeah.
not Epstein's travel agent. And now Trump's out there saying he's considering pardons for people like Diddy, but not us.
Yeah.
We need to call him now.
What, call Trump?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You mean we're going to talk to Donald Trump? Oh,
Yes, Bill.
Wow, that is so cool.
Settle down, Bill.
Look, I say we play his game. Stroke his ego a little bit. Tell him we're going to build a golden statue in Times Square. Whatever it takes to get immunity.
Well, we got to do something. Because if Comer's subpoenas stick, we're all testifying about Epstein, Russia, and God knows what else.
Thank you for calling the White House. How can I help you?
We'd like to speak with Donald Trump, please.
Traders on line one, boss.
This is Trump. Who's this?
Hey, Mr. President, it's Bill and Hillary.
And Obama.
Hillary,
Bill. Obama?
what is this?
A deep state reunion?
What do you want?
Donald, we're reaching out in the spirit of unity.
Ha! You mean you guys want pardons?
I was actually hoping for some immunity.
Sure, I can do that.
Really?
Yeah. Right after you go fuck yourself.
Donald, these subpoenas from Comer, they're just a distraction from your tremendous leadership.
My leadership is tremendous.
How about a pardon for old time's sake?
Yeah, come on, Mr. President. Help a brother
Yeah,
out.
Donald. I mean, you're the deal maker. So let's make a deal. I mean, you've got the Supreme Court's immunity burning a hole in your pocket. Why not extend a little mercy our way? We'll keep it quiet.
All three of you want immunity?
Yeah.
After you tried to rig my election?
Oh, sorry about that.
After you spied on me?
Yeah.
I'll think about it. Come on, Mr. President, please. Maybe if you all admit I'm the best president ever on live TV, I might be able to help you guys out.
Donald, can you hold for a second?
Oh, that man is insufferable. I'm not groveling on live TV for him.
Yeah, we might need to. I mean, Comer's got us on the hook. It's time to lawyer up or start practicing our I don't recall routine.
Or we could just move to Canada. Trudeau's got a nice dinner table.
Hello?
What's
Hello? Who is this?
Hey, Fauci, it's your favorite president, Donald Trump. How's the fake doctor thing going?
Mr. President, I'm glad you called. I've got some great advice for you.
What's your advice?
Well, America is in the midst of an unprecedented allergy attack.
You want me to make allergies a national emergency?
Absolutely. Pollen has reached critical levels, and we need to lock it down to prevent a sneeze apocalypse.
This sounds pretty serious. What should I do?
We need to start building pollen-free tunnels so people can travel safely.
That sounds expensive.
Oh, it will be, but that's why we have taxpayers.
All right. What else should I do?
Masks should be mandatory, but not just any masks. We need specialized anti-pollen masks with built-in air purifiers.
Built-in air purifiers?
And fan hats, too. Everyone will be required under law to wear a fan hat at all times.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, everyone needs to stay 40 feet apart.
Wow. This sounds pretty serious. How long is this going to last?
Oh, I'm going to need at least 2 weeks to flatten the pollen curve.
2 weeks?
America won't be safe until the last flower has wilted.
What should I do if people don't comply?
We need to implement the pollen police.
What the hell are pollen police?
A highly trained hazmat team who will enforce the pollen commandments.
Pollen commandments?
Yeah, and they'll use hypersensitive UV lights to inspect each human, pet, and vehicle for pollen.
Anything else?
Just my $11 million finder's fee.
This sounds pretty expensive.
Oh, it is, but you can't put a price on safety.
Well, if I do this, I'm going to have to start making some budget cuts.
Do whatever you have to do. I mean, we have to protect our entire ecosystem from the tyranny of pollen and its evil masters.
Well, the first thing I'm going to cut is your security detail.
My security detail?
Your security detail. You know, That thing you use to look tough while you tell America to lock it down?
But without my security detail, I'm just a 5'7" fake doctor with no fighting skills. Man, I can't believe we haven't been caught yet.
Yep, we're above the law. They can't touch us.
Yeah, I mean, we can touch other people, like kids and stuff, but nobody can touch us.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
Well, there's a racist cop behind us, and he's pulling us over because I'm black.
These damn racist cops. This wouldn't be happening if I was driving. You want some KFC? Will that make you feel better?
My life is so hard. Every day's a struggle. I don't even know what it's like to be me.
Put your hands up!
This is bad.
Yeah, it looks like the end of the road for me.
And you're not even smart enough to get a license. How are you even driving?
I have no idea.
Show me your hand!
It's okay, officer. I'm white.
Show me your hand!
I'm showing you. Can't you see my hands are white?
Here's a story of a guy named Barry who was spying with some very dirty friends. There was Brennan, Rice, and Clapper at the center, pushing all their shady friends.
Barry lied, Comey tried, Hillary Clinton's interns died. Obama, you're going home. The Russia hoax, the dossier. You said you're sorry, but I don't care. Obama, you're going home. Woke up quick, dropped the truth I knew. Just know I gotta arrest Barack Obama soon. I gotta expose the coup before the day begins, before the fake news buries all my wins. I checked the files and damn near went blind. Comey and his boys are staffing almost every line. I ran to the desk and grabbed my grip with a smoking gun on the side of my hip. Bailed outside and Diamond stopped prepping. Just as I thought, the snakes kept stepping. Jumped in the beast, hit the gas on the ride. I trooped up and down and side to side. Then I let the briefing play. Pumping raw leaks from the NSA. It was treason at the top of the list. Then I dropped my own post. It went something like this.
Here's a story of a man named Comey with McCabe and Peter Strzok behind the scenes. They were framing while pretending they were righteous, using lies and fake machines. Till the one day when they all began colluding, and they knew they had to try and stop the Don.
You tapped my phones, yeah, you schemed, you spied, but Brennan's help you falsified, yeah. You sent your spies and you denied with those deep state alibis. You set the trap, you tapped the line, but now your plans on borrowed time. Obama, you're going home. Posting on my app on Truth Social, dropping subpoenas, exposing the show. Went to the hill to get the scoop. Swamp rats out there still ducking the truth. A car pulls up, who can it be? A blacked out van, it was Hillary's seat. She rolled down the window and she started to say,
I've been taking tranquilizers at Obama's.
spies in the swamp are lying hard. Ran a coup on me, now I'm pulling their card. Fuck around and find out they try to make me quit. You can quote me, bro. I'll make Obama my bitch.
So they cooked up Russiagate and phony FISA. That's the way they all became the Berry Bunch. The Berry Bunch. The Berry Bunch. That's the way they became the Berry Bunch.
I'm always right, I'm never wrong. I knew your whole plan all along. Obama, you're going home. Spied on me, yeah, you tapped my phone, but Kevin Brennan made the call, yeah. The Strzok and Rice when Comey himself, yeah, you tried to take it all. Pfizer lied 100 times. Well, I was watching the fake news the other night. Something just didn't sit right. So I grabbed the VP, and we wrote a song about it. And the song goes like this. Nobody cares, Trump. Obama, you're an asshole. Lies and racism your whole life. Your legacy is pathetic. And a man calls himself your wife. Bartender, can I get a drink? Yes, you're an A-S-S-H-O-L-E. And don't you try to blame it on me. You deserve all the credit. You're an asshole tonight. You were an asshole yesterday. You're an asshole tonight. And I got a feeling you'll be an asshole the rest of your life.
All right, guys. We're here because the unthinkable has happened. Trump's victory threatens everything we've built. Question is, what are we prepared to do about it?
He's a wrecking ball, Barack. The American people were manipulated. Russia or not, his presidency is a disaster waiting to unfold. We can't sit idly by.
Mr. President, our assessments before the election were clear. Russia wasn't using cyber attacks to sway the outcome. The data was sold. But now you're asking us to rewrite the narrative?
I'm not asking, Jim. I'm directing. The public needs to see a threat. Something tangible to question his legitimacy. We need an intelligence community assessment that says Moscow interfered. Cyber attacks, influence campaigns, whatever it takes.
It won't be too hard to sell. A few leaks to the Post, some vague wording about Russian intent. The media's already primed. They'll run with it, and the public will follow.
We frame it as a national security. Trump's ties to Russia, real or not, become the story. It's not just about him. It's about protecting the system. If we control the narrative, we control the pressure.
This is risky, guys. The FBI's been digging, and there's nothing concrete tying Trump to Moscow's actions. If we push this too far, it could backfire. Congress could start asking questions.
Then we make sure they don't, Andrew. We've got the tools. FISA warrant, surveillance dossier leaks. We keep the focus on Trump's campaign, not us. Peter, you've got eyes on his people, right?
Yeah, we're watching Flynn, Manafort, and Page, and there's even a hint of Russian contact. We'll amplify it. I've got the reports ready to feed to the right channels. We can make it look dirty. This isn't just about optics. Trump's a threat to the global order. Our allies, NATO, everything. If we don't act now, he'll dismantle it all. A coup doesn't need tanks, Barack. It needs chaos, doubt, and division.
Careful, Hillary.
Careful, Hillary. Thank you so much for being here tonight, guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Hopefully you guys watch my brand new video today, California Fraud, a parody version of California Love, featuring Gavin Newsom, Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, Adam Schiff, Eric Swalwell, and Kamala Harris. It was, I don't know. Give me a thumbs up if you watched it. Give me a thumbs up or down if it was, I don't know. Not really sure if it turned out well. Tammy, how are you doing? Ellen Pelkey, how you doing? Chris Mathers says, The Beaver, how are you? Hank, John Castaneda, great to see you here today. Skippy, Lucille, Alien True Seeker, James W. Kinder, Deborah, great to see you here. David Bradshaw is here. Eric Bernard, great to see you here. How are you? Let's see, we got a couple more. Oh, that's it. You guys are awesome. I wanted to say thank you to Yukon Man. Last night, he went to the United Spot GoFundMe and left me another amazing gift. So I wanted to thank Yukon Man for that. Truly appreciate it, and that means a lot. So I hope you understand. It means a lot. So I really hope you understand that your help has really changed the direction of the United Spot. So I hope you can hear this and hope you understand. So, and that goes for everybody that's been able to donate to the United Spot. Doesn't necessarily have to be money. It could be a subscription. It could be a like, a share, a view, or even a comment. So Kevin White and Natasha and 99LRLW NorCal. James Portrace, I believe, Natasha, Brian Sevenikuda, Yeah, so today, well, I'm sorry, yesterday. Yesterday, I started writing the song for California Fraud. And I'll kind of, I'll do it for you real quick. It says, California Fraud, California knows how to scam you. California knows how to scam you. All illegals, they get paid. All illegals, they get free health care. All illegals, the illegals will rob you. We keep on stealing. We keep on stealing. And then it goes to Gavin. It's like, now let me welcome everybody to the Broke Woke West, a state that's bankrupt and no promises left. The fraud hits your pocketbook with no gas money left. Pack a mask for the smoke in the city a mess. We're in that wildfire state where all the blue-haired libs be, a state where you never see a homeless man not pee. And crooks be on a mission for your things. Lean, mean, money-making vaccines, killing dreams. I've been in the game for 30 years running lies too. Ever since my buddy's wife saw my mushroom, now it's 26 and they caught me and watched me lying. Looking like I robbed the entire country. It's all fraud from Diego to the Bay. Illegals pouring in while your jobs fade away. Throw up I was supposed to say, throw up a finger if you're done with this game. Newsom putting it down for Cali Fraud IA. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. So that's what I did. Yeah, it sounded a little bit better with the background, but so anyway, so long story short, I came over with that last night. Today I worked out all the scenes on my break, on my lunch, and my second break, and then I came home and thought I had it all ready to rock and roll, and I ran to the office and started doing it, and it took me forever to do that for some reason. At first, I started doing it like I had to do it in this voice. Now, let me welcome everybody to the Broke Woke West, the state that's bankrupt like no promises left. And I was like trying to sound like Dre, and then because I couldn't do like this voice for some reason, it just wasn't coming out the same. And I kept getting tongue twisted. So anyways, I was going to have Maxine Waters and Kamala Harris and Adam Schiff and Eric Swalwell jump in there real quick with Nancy and start singing. But I thought, you know what? They don't deserve to even be in the video. But they are. And yeah, I wanted to add more, but I didn't want to get in trouble for, because if you play a song too long, the instrumental, then you'll get in trouble. So, it's too much. It was too much instrumental. So hopefully everybody was able to check that brand new video out. Yeah. So anyways, that's what goes on in the United Spots mind. I'll be sitting there. And like I said, when I didn't have to go work full time, I could come up with an idea, and I would spend all day long on it and just like put all of my heart and soul into it, and that would be it. But now I have to sit there and wait. The hardest part about having a full-time job is wanting to create something and then forgetting most of it during the day. So hopefully everybody went over there and watched it. I think it's got let me see how many views it has already. It's got 507 views. Let's see who's commented so far. Big Slinkin left a comment. Feel better about this left a comment twice. Donald Gary left a comment. Tim Gunn left a comment. Kevin Jones left a comment. Annoying Tugolder, I guess, left a comment. James Jacobson, James Weaver, Carlos Sanchez left a comment. Count Trumpula left a comment, Annette Poison left a comment. Matt Starr left a comment. Bill Gavwaria, and then Keepsake. Dr. Shu, Eric Bernard left a comment. Thanks so much. Os Greg left a comment. Joe Thanks left a comment. And Having Coffee with Common Sense left a comment. And John Castaneda left a comment. So thank you all so much for leaving comments, and thank you for the likes. Hopefully some people shared it out. I'm not sure if it was good or not. I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. I've listened to it a couple times, but it is definitely a brand new song. I've done Ice Ice Baby in so many different ways, and so many different voices with so many different characters. I've done so many different songs. Literally, I can't even count how many songs I have now. The list is crazy. Like, I have more songs than most actual musicians, which is nuts. It's crazy. But yeah, I really hope everybody got a chance to check that out, because I know my videos aren't like, Steven Spielberg worthy, but I do. I work pretty hard. I work pretty hard. I work pretty hard. I do. And and I also have a full-time job. So, I know, hey, Star, how you doing? Good to see you here. And JJ Freight. Thank you for that comment. That's very nice. Australia, all the way from Australia. Thank you so much. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you. Lucille Griffin with JJ Freight and Skippy Tarbuckle, and 99LW with Star. Tammy's over here with JD Redfeather. Brian 70 Cuda with Eric Bernard, and Brian 70 Cuda with Alien Truth Seeker and John Castaneda. And one more time, Yukon Man, if you're out there, I know you're probably working your butt off. Thank you very much. Seriously, it's insane. And thank you to anybody that's gone to the United Spot GoFundMe account and left a little gift for the United Spot. Trust me, it means more than you could possibly understand. But with that, also, there's a lot of people on here that they donate by being here right now at these lives, and they donate in the comments section with wonderful comments and likes and shares, and just subscribing to the United Spot YouTube account is a huge donation. So Star, hey, you go lurk. Hey, and I'm telling you guys this right now, you guys are gonna have 2 days off. So tonight will be the last live until Monday. So enjoy your weekend. You don't have to listen to me talk. You don't have to listen to me talk. You'd be like, oh my gosh, I don't have to listen to the United Spot talk for 2 whole days. And you guys have earned it. You guys have definitely earned it. But I was reflecting last night on our little chat about the 80s and all the growing up in that era and all this fun stuff that people got to do. And it's funny when you start talking about it, especially out loud, not thinking about it. Because when you think about it, it's kind of to yourself. But when you talk about it and other people start listening, then all of a sudden your phone just starts letting you know that it's listening. And this morning I went ahead and scrolled every single social media account I have has 80s stuff, which is fine. I love seeing the 80s. I love seeing all the food and all the crazy stuff that we grew up with, the games and the TVs and the furniture and the outfits and the hair. And hey, look at this guy. Thank you very much. Hold on real quick. Thank you very much for this, 99LW NorCal. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Did that out loud, live. Thank you so much. And it's crazy because I used to have a huge crush on Belinda Carlisle and the little one from the Bengals, the one with the black hair and the mascara. I used to have a huge crush. And I mean, if I were to see somebody walking around with like an 80s haircut now, I would probably get a little weirded out, I guess. But I was so in love with like Farrah Fawcett and Linda. Why am I drawing a blank? The Maybelline Wonder Woman, Linda Carter. I'm sorry. But if you were to see those styles now, like if you were to see somebody walking around with the body shape of Linda Carter, you know, in that Wonder Woman suit, it would be weird seeing that because nobody dresses like that anymore. But yeah, the hairstyles, the makeup, the clothes. I remember like when acid wash jeans used to be like the coolest thing ever. And then like the real frumpy Charles in Charge sweaters. And then men were wearing necklaces and bracelets and watches. I mean, it's rare to see anybody wearing a watch anymore that doesn't have an Apple on it. You know, like I'm talking about like real watches. I never was really into like, you know, I'm sorry. I had a Swatch watch. I really like Swatch watches. Those were pretty cool. I actually liked you know, you put the little rubber bands around them and stuff, and, you know, make these little designs. I think it was a rubber bands or it was like a protective, I can't remember what it was. Swatch watch. And then for Christmas one year, somebody bought me a huge wall Swatch watch. It was like this huge watch that you put on the wall. It's a Swatch watch. And but those were so cool because you could like change them out. Like they were like spare parts and stuff, you know? But the TV shows back there, like WKRP and Three's Company and, you know, Who's the Boss? I can't stand her. Alyssa Milano. Ugh. And The Odd Couple. Oh, gosh. And then we had, what was it called? Different Strokes was great, too. Benson and Mr. Belvedere, Webster. I mean, they had all the cool shows. And 99% of the comedy that was done back then would never even make it to social media today. It would be taken down immediately. Like one of my favorite skits ever was Eddie Murphy, Saturday Night Live. And they had a VHS cassette that you could rent at the rental, the video rental place. And I must have rented this Saturday Night Live, Eddie Murphy, Saturday Night Live, the best of, probably 100 times, which is a lot back then. And I knew every single line from Gumby all the way to Mr. Robinson. And then, you know, too hot in the hot tub, gonna make this fit. It was just incredible. But the funniest one wasn't when he, you know, I thought it was funny too, but when he dressed up like a white guy and he's, silly white. But it was the one where he was saying that they didn't sign it, and that, you know, I can't even say it out loud, but hopefully if you guys know what I'm talking about. And then when Buckwheat got shot, John Castaneda, you know, it's like when Buckwheat got shot, that was, hi, I'm Buckwheat. Remember me? or I'm Velvet Jones. How to be a hoe. that was like, it's just like there were so many great skits. And if you gotta grow up watching Eddie Murphy Saturday Night Live, you were definitely part of the elite group of people who probably aren't sissies to this day, because, you know, there's a lot of people that you can say the F word around and they like fall down on the ground and start crying and they need help and they need Sanford and Son. Wonderful. And I just saw something the other day. I can't remember. I think it said 50 years ago. I'm not sure if it was 50 or 40, one of the two. That was another great show. Red Fox, gosh, incredible. And, you know, a lot of people don't really understand, even though, you know, I will never take this back. Eddie Murphy will always be my all-time favorite comedian of all time. Nothing will ever happen. No one could ever come here and try and take his place. I will never steer away. He's always been my favorite since I was a child, and I love him. But from Richard Pryor to Red Fox to, I mean, I'm not going to say Bill Cosby because Bill Cosby wasn't really all that funny. But all of those old-time comedians paved the way for people like Eddie Murphy. And there was a lot of inspiration from those comics earlier in the day, earlier, years and years and years ago. Eddie Murphy, just incredible. Andrew Dice Clay, I mean, he was all right, but I mean, if you were to ever watch his stuff now, it's just so. It's more for shock value. I didn't never necessarily really found him very funny. I mean, his voice was cool. I mean, his attitude was cool. That was entertaining. But as far as his material, I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. And as far as Eddie Murphy goes, I still like him and I love some of his movies, but he stopped being funny when he picked up the scripts. When he started picking up the scripts and they did a lot of cut and retakes and, reading, it wasn't funny, it wasn't as funny as he used to be. It was still okay. Like Beverly Hills Cop was great. Trading Places was great. Even The Golden Child was great. And even Beverly Hills Cop 2 was okay, but Beverly Hills Cop 3 was horrible. The new one was okay. The new Beverly Hills Cop was okay. Just kind of started off a little bit slow. But Eddie Murphy, and I think a lot of comics are like that. Once you pick up a script, you're not really that funny anymore. You're not 100%. When he was on stage just being Eddie, or when he was doing his skits on Saturday Night Live, that's when he was his best. Hey! Here's Letitia James. UConn man is here. Great to see you here. Hopefully you heard my my little tearjerker speech there, and thanking you for your wonderful gift last night again. And hopefully you understand how much you have helped the United Spot. Seriously, I'm just completely thankful and extremely appreciative. So thank you so much for that, UConn man. It means so much. Thank you. John Evans, great to see you here. Hank and Tammy and UConn man, and Eric Bernard, Jeffrey Smith, John Castaneda is here. Star, Richard Pryor was better. Yeah, everybody's gonna have their own little, slice of heaven. And for me, definitely 100% Eddie Murphy. And I see, there's a lot of people who they'll say they like somebody and then they get in a crowd and someone will be like, oh, no, this guy is so funny. Eddie Murphy's not funny. And they'll be like, yeah, you're right. No, not me. I will go out swinging. I will literally start swinging like, no, there is nobody better than Eddie Murphy. Seriously. No, but that's just me though. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But I don't know what it was that I don't know. It was delirious, raw, and Trading Places was amazing. Beverly Hills Cop was insane. 48 Hours. I mean, gosh, he was just incredible. So, yeah, I just, I tell you. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. Hopefully everybody, I'm going to go over there real quick. I want to see if anybody watched it. Let me see. Hold on. I got to be honest with you. I am really, upset that Don Lemon hasn't been arrested yet. I don't think it's going to happen. There's a lot of people, oh no, just wait. No, I kind of see how this kind of stuff plays out. And even if he does get arrested, what's going to happen? Nothing. So, and everybody online, the ones that are have to label everything, like black pill, red pill, whatever. It does mean something if these people aren't arrested. Arresting the people that nobody's ever heard of, yeah, that's great. But why don't you start arresting the people that people have been waiting to see get arrested, so we can have some justice here? I mean, come on. I mean, seriously, got Adam Schiff. He's still a government official. He still works for the government. Eric Swalwell still Nancy Pelosi. Everybody still got a job. Ilhan Omar is still a congresswoman. Well, come on, black pill, red pill, whatever pill, I don't care. Just arrest these people, or like I said, don't arrest them, and just take all their money, take all their power. I mean, I think that's fair. And Yukon Man makes a really, really good point. And this is what I find amusing on social media. Okay, I don't play this part. I don't play this game. So many Republicans and conservatives do, though. Okay, when they go onto X, they go onto Brian Krastenstein and his brother, whatever. Most people don't even know who these people are unless you're on X. Or that Harry Sisson kid and, all these other weirdos, that post all this, rage bait crap about, anything that has to do with Trump is bad and all this and blah, blah, blah. Everything that has to do with Joe Biden and Kamala is just amazing. And oh my gosh, they're just the best. And if you would have just leave them alone and ignore them, they wouldn't exist. They wouldn't exist. But these Republicans and these conservatives feel like they get so angry at their post because it works. Obviously, that's why they call it rage bait. These conservatives and these Republicans are basically paving this gold road of success for these accounts because they comment on everything they do. Oh, yeah? Well, you suck. Well, you just made him even more popular. If you just ignore these accounts, I'm not saying block them. I'm not saying report them. I'm not saying, I'm just saying stop responding to these accounts. But people just keep going back and it's hook, line, and sinker every single time. It's every single time. I just don't get it. But, and the crazy part about it is, this is what makes me upset, is that these huge accounts that could literally change the world refuse to change the world. They're more interested in rage bait posts and, talking about BS, which brings me back to this whole Nick Shirley thing. And this kid, like I said, look, I've been right a billion times. Seriously, I have been way more right than I've been wrong. A lot of, don't you dare say anything bad about my hero, Nick Shirley. I'm not saying anything bad. What I'm saying is he needs to stop acting like he did this. Okay? Elon Musk did this. He just did. Nick Shirley, all he did was regurgitate what 30 other people have already done. But Elon Musk didn't share their videos, and all these huge accounts didn't share their videos. So Nick Shirley didn't do anything that anyone has already done. That's what I'm saying. It's like Elvis Presley coming out with a record that nobody ever heard of, and then some guy named Smelvis Bresley comes out and steals all his music, and he happens to have a friend with 1 billion followers on social media, and that guy with 1 billion followers shares Smelvis Belvis, the songs that he stole from Elvis, and then poof, he's an overnight sensation, and nobody knows who Elvis Presley is. So that was my whole thing. It has nothing to do with talking bad about Nick Shirley or whatever. Who cares? All journalists, I don't trust them anyway. I don't trust journalists. I don't trust politicians. I have a hard time even trusting my parents because they lied to me about Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. And don't even get me started about the Tooth Fairy. But, it's the simple fact of It's a horrible situation when there's information out there and people know about it and they have huge accounts and they refuse to share it. So why now? Why all of a sudden? And why Nick Shirley? That's what bothers me, because CNN covered it, and I'm not talking good about CNN. CNN covered it and did not make Tim Walz look good. A couple other left-wing media sites actually went to the same exact place that Nick Shirley, every single place that Nick Shirley went to, all these other places went to, all these other investigative reporters from television, even a congressman. There was a Congress hearing and they brought it up, but nothing ever came of it because nobody shared it. So anyways, Hank says Elvis put out an album including and he also did pretty good. He also did those movies were a little bit corny, but you know what? I tell you, Elvis, pretty cool guy. I love Elvis. You know what would be great, UConn man, if some of these politicians took some of your advice, because here's the thing. Your advice is so common sense. It's like so much common sense. But you know what? As soon as they take out the rhinos and the kitty cats, they're just going to replace them with others. I mean, look at this. Congress has Rashida Tlaib, Ayanna Pressley, AOC, and Ilhan Omar. People that obviously despise the U and the Y and the S and the A. They despise it. Ilhan Omar has publicly said that she wants to, all she does is praise Somalia. What is she doing here? Why is she here? If she loves Somalia so much, why is she here? And don't even get me started about the rice and bananas. You know, and that's the other thing. I was the first person to do a video about that. Nobody was paying attention to the rice and banana girl. I was the first person to jump on that. Holy cow, did that smell like Jussie Smollett? Holy cow. And the funniest part about that video isn't the girl sitting there talking, even though that's mildly entertaining. She's like a complete bonehead, but it's the people in the back reacting to her stupidity and ignorance, sitting there saying that she was kidnapped by ICE, that she was assaulted by ICE, she has Band-Aids on her head and all this and blah, blah, blah. And she's up there talking about bananas and rice. And how it's hard to understand or it's hard to describe what it's like to be a Somalian. I've never heard anybody sit there and have a hard time explaining what it's like to be an American. Like, you know, it's really weird. I don't know, man. It's like, okay, so it's kind of confusing, but so like, I don't know. It's like apple pie or something, I guess. I don't know. You'll totally get this though. Okay, so it's really hard to understand. Like my parents, you know, they like say I'm American and I was born in America, but it's like, you know, I mean, it's like apple pie and baseball, you know? And it's like, you'll understand though, you know, but it's just like, you know, when I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, my parents, like, they look at me and they're like, dude, you're totally from America, so you have to be an American. And I feel American. Yeah, but it's just like, who knows? That's exactly what she said at that press conference. Everything she said had absolutely no relevance whatsoever, but they continued to play it. She got about 40 minutes of airtime. And then they quickly said, holy shit, did anybody do a background check on this chick? 23 years old. And I gotta play it. And you know, my video doesn't even do any justice. compared to the original. And that's always been my problem. How do you make these people look even crazier than they are?
And then they arrested me. Oh, they pushed me to the ground, and they was wearing ski masks and red MAGA hats. They poured bleach on me and put a scarf around my neck. And one of the ICE agents said, "Get out of here. This is MAGA country." Nazra, eat a Snickers. Better?
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Can I have a Snickers? Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Ahmed.
What's up? It's your girl, Nazra Ahmed. Don't forget to totally follow me on TikTok. Oh, shoot. I totally forgot to put the Band-Aids on. Cut!
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for coming to my show.
What happened?
So I was simply walking and totally craving bananas.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Now the Wi-Fi's out. Huh. Let's see here. Well, that's not good. Can everybody hear me all right? Thumbs up in the comment section if you can hear me. Anybody? Okay, cool. Thank you, Star. Thank you, John. I think I'm having some technical difficulties, so we're going to go ahead and get out of this one. Who knows anymore, man? It's I think something's wrong here. I still got internet. I guess it's just slow. It's just a little slow. Loud and clear, Yukon man. Thank you so much. LR is here. Great to see you, LR. Comet Moon is here. Tammy's here. Eric Bernard, Yukon Man, 99. Jeffrey, Alien True, Caucasian, Skippy, Comet Moon, Hank Star. Yeah, Star scared the computer. Let's see what we got on the new one here. You know what? Let's just watch it, I guess. It's probably not going to. You know what? Listen. I've learned that if nobody watches a video, there's a reason, probably because it sucks. But tell me what you think. Seriously, just thumbs up or thumbs down. Be honest.
California fraud. That's right. California knows how to scam ya. California knows how to scam ya. All illegals, they get paid. All illegals, they get free healthcare. All illegals will rob ya. We keep on stealing. We keep on stealing. Now let me welcome everybody to the broke woke West, a state that's bankrupt and no promises left. The fraud hits your pocketbook with no gas money left. Pack a mask for the smoke in the city a mess. We in that wildfire state where all the blue-haired limbs be. A state where you never see a homeless man not pee. And crooks be on a mission for your things. Lean, mean, money, making vaccines, killing dreams. I've been in the game for 30 years running lies too. Ever since my buddy saw my mushroom, now it's 26 and they caught me and watched me lying. Looking like I robbed the entire country. It's all fraud, from Diego to the Bay. Illegal pouring in while your jobs fade away. Throw up a finger if you're done with this game. Newsom put it down for
I don't know. Sorry about ruining your supper there, Yukon man. I tell you what, listen. I got to be honest with you. There's two words that always get me, and it's supper. I think that is such a cool thing. And pop. Now, anybody that's ever been to Iowa or Missouri, they don't call it a soda. They call it a pop. And they'll fight you. They'll fight you if you argue with them. Supper and pop. That always gets me. It's I remember the first time I went to Iowa. One of my favorite places to go, even though I don't like the weather there. It's very, very unpredictable. But we had some family over there that they're still there. Obviously, they're very rich people because they have farms that generate billions of dollars a year, and unfortunately, it's not the family that's like, you know, they don't care about us, but they're still very nice people, and it's not like we deserve anything from them. But they always invite us up there. They just won't give us any of their farm money. But when we go up there, they always take us on the tour and stuff. And obviously, 50 years ago, a tractor was the workhorse, and tractor, and you have, all this other kind of good stuff. But the things that they have today, especially, I mean, the things that you can actually, my family can afford these, the farmer families, they can afford these machines. They're all computer. Everything's computer. It's not just a tractor anymore. I mean, these things sift and separate, and and it basically drive themselves. So it's always, and I haven't been up there for a very, very long time. I don't even know if he's still alive, which is a horrible thing to say because I haven't kept up with him. But that's what happens with families. You get kind of like, people move on, unfortunately, as you get older, and but great people though, really, really. He actually came up with a really great slogan years ago, and it's still a very popular slogan today. So very, 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 very smart man, very hardworking man, and I tell you, I've sat there many a nights, and the things that I feel I've accomplished in my life, and I looked at him and I was like, wow. Because he started from nothing. He literally started from nothing, and it amazes me when people are able to do things like that. To really build something from absolutely nothing. I find that fascinating. So, but fountain drink. Oh, that's a great conversation piece. Like, what do you call things in your neck of the woods? Like for example. I don't know. See, I don't know. I don't drink soda. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I do like coffee. I love coffee. I absolutely love coffee. I think it's the greatest. Which is strange because I never liked coffee when I was younger. Even in my, in my 20s, I hated it. I just thought it was disgusting, even though my grandfather used to give it to me all the time. I just never really liked coffee. And then all of a sudden one day, one November morning, I got myself a nice cup, and it was just the most incredible thing ever. Let me see here. Let's see here. Let's see what these wonderful people are saying here. So let's see. We got Skippy saying. Skippy says it's soda out here. LR says pop. Oh, keep Kepis. I'm sorry, Kepis. Sody pop. Star says I call it pop, and I'm in Oregon. Oh, nice. Oregon. I had a friend I just talked to said he was going up to a place called Medford. He was driving up to see a family member in Medford. It's a really, really far drive. I think it's going to take him like 4 days. Thank you, Richard Gates. Thank you, Yukon man. Creek Runner says maybe they can start a new business like making screen doors for submarines. That would probably work. You just have to, Thank you very much, Alien. LR says it's cold. Probably cake for some of you. LR, is that like when you say SoCal, is that like Los Angeles? Is that where you're from? Los Angeles? Because if you are, I tell you, man, I have some family out there, and crazy place, very fast pace. Good night, Eric. Eric Bernard, have a great night. Prayers to you, my friend. I know you're going through a lot right now, so just know that we're all praying for you, and thank you for being here. And hopefully we've made you laugh, and it's always great to see you here in the comment section. LR Desert Rat. Yukon Man is a Ventura County refugee here. I don't, what part of, I'm assuming that's Los Angeles. What part of is Ventura County? What is that? Like Beverly Hills? Or I only know a couple places. I've heard of Melrose Place and Beverly Hills, and then Disneyland. Comet Moon says you mean Coca-Cola. Palm Springs, wow. Is that in Los Angeles? Is Palm Springs in Los Angeles? Lucille Griffin. It's 40 years. It drives me nuts sometimes. He wants to borrow the other generator to see if he can get it running so he can use it. Nice. Agora. Huh. I don't know what that is. I gotta brush up on my map skills. I gotta dust off my old Rand McNally. Imagine how hard it was to actually read a map. I remember I used to. I was actually a Riverside County. Okay, you guys are speaking a complete different language. I've never heard of these places. Star was born in Santa Rosa, California, and John, San Diego. Okay, I have heard of San Diego because of Ron Burgundy. San Diego, Saint Diego, which means a whale's vagina. LR says it's called the okay, and I heard of Coachella because that's all YouTube talks about. Coachella. John says Santa Monica. Santa Monica. I don't know where that is. Comet Moon. Gosh. I'm trying to think. I want to say that I have. Yes, I have, but not really an extensive one and not recently. I know that I can make an amazing Saved by the Bell now with AC Slater and Zach Morris and Principal Belding and Screech, and oh man, I could just see the cast now. So yeah, you know what? I honestly think that I should probably tap back into that because I remember it was years ago, probably like 5 years ago, and I don't necessarily think I did such a great job. I've done 90210. I've done so many different TV shows. It's the beach near L.A. Star. Hank says, I live at the Three Rivers in South Georgia. Nice. Thomas Brothers map books. Truth. John Evans, have you seen the Californians from S? Skippy Tarabuckle. Comet Moon says, there you go, an idea. You're welcome. I've never played GTA. What is GTA? I know GTA means Grand Theft Auto, but I don't know what that. I don't. If you're saying, is it like a video game? I don't do the video games. I'm sorry. 99 LW NorCal. I live in Santa Rosa, 18 miles Mother Coast. Huh. I don't know what that means either. Yes, I did get to experience the 70s. It was very vague. But I remember a lot of Earth, Wind, and Fire and Kool and the Gang. There were some weird people at my mother's house. Like weirdos. Hey, Ben Ramler. You know, I think the funniest thing was when you're a kid, you don't necessarily understand anything that's going on. Nothing. And I remember one of the funniest stories I ever had as a child, because I don't care who you are. If you have a mother and you're a boy, you're very protective of your mother. And so I was one of a few in the family. And I remember my grandmother and my grandfather having a conversation one time. And I was very young. And I can't remember if it was my grandfather or my grandmother that said that they said that my mother was smoking pot. I wasn't supposed to hear the conversation. I wasn't supposed to hear it. I was ear hustling. And so I heard the words, she's smoking pot. So as a child, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means, but I know what a pot is. So I had in my mind that my mother was smoking a pot, that she was like, and I was thinking like, wow, that's horrible. How could she be smoking that pot? Xanadu. You know, as you get older, obviously you realize, you know, whoa, man, my mom was partying, you know, but, and it's like, what does that even mean? Pot. Like, seriously, I don't even understand, like, smoking pot. What is that even? What is pot? I don't get it. I don't understand it. And then why do they always have to make it so complicated? Like, I'm not going to sit there and lie and say, like, when I was younger, I didn't try it, you know? Yeah, of course. But I didn't, like, use, like, all these weird straws and different glass things with ice and Snapple. And I see these people doing all these weird things when all you got to do is just, you know, roll it up and put a lighter to it and take a thing, you know. You just got to make it all complicated. Like, oh no, dude, nah, dude, you gotta get super high, bro. You're not gonna no way, dude. The way you're doing it, man. Nah, man. Here, dude, try this, okay? What I want you to do, right? So once you put some ice cubes in there, okay? Once you put some ice cubes in there, you gotta run like around the house 15 times, right? And then I want you to come over and sit on the couch upside down, right? Eat some pizza, right? And then put a little friggin' cheese whiz on your upper lip. You're going to need that. Remember that, okay? And then when you're done with that, right, you spin around, right? And if you lose the cheese whiz, don't worry, because you didn't really need it anyway, right? And then, right? And then you're going to go to this glass statue, right? It's going to look like a statue, right? It's going to have Snapple. It's going to have water. It's going to have ice. It's going to have all these different, like, mechanisms, right? We're going to trap the smoke, right? And then we're going to do this, right? And then I want you to sit there and I want you to think about something that you never thought about before, right? And then, right? Wait, what were we doing? Wait, what were we doing? And it's just like, dude, just put in the paper. Take all the seeds out, put the paper, and then just, you know. But I don't remember the last time I did. I think I was very young. And I didn't like it. I never really liked, well, not really. I didn't like it. Never tried any of the other drugs though either. Like the hardcore drugs. I always considered weed to be, you know, like natural. But I was never a really big fan of that kind of stuff. So, and you kids remember that. You stay in school. Let me see what time it is here. Let's see, what am I talking everybody's ear off? Oh yeah, way too much time here. So anyway, guys, I really hope that you guys enjoy the brand new video. And like I said, you guys are off for 2 days, so use those days wisely because I'm going to be back on Monday, and that means that you guys have to be back on Monday. So huge thank you to everybody that's been able to support the United Spot. Thank you so much for coming to these lives. Thank you so much for, you know, the continuing, you know, support in the comments section. And then, you know, obviously, you know, I was watching something today that it didn't necessarily, you know, I don't even know how to explain it because I don't want to sound like, you know, because I mean, I make videos. Woo. It's not that big of a deal. But the one thing that I can say with your guys' help is that I haven't given up. I'm doing this a very, very long time, and I've been put through the ringer. I've been chewed up and spit out and laughed on stage. Hopefully Eminem doesn't yell at me for that one. But I haven't given up because I've literally had a dream, and the dream isn't to be a rich billionaire YouTuber, and to where I can, do all my videos from my mansion and show you all my Ferraris. I'm not that kind of content creator. I'm happy just being able to pay my bills and doing what I love to do. But it's crazy because I have a passion for what I do here, and some don't understand it, some don't get it, and that's fine. It's not for everybody. But I found something that is my own, something that I created myself, something that I started off with one video, literally one video. And I haven't stopped doing it because it's something that I truly enjoy doing. And the cherry on top is you guys, because you guys created this amazing community, and we're all together, and we all pretty much share the same beliefs, and we share that common sense factor. Not all of us agree with everything, there's a few of us that, but at the end of the day, there's like nobody in the comment section. There's like 0.0000001% trolls or, fart faces in the comment section. That's it. Everybody else is just like solid. It's insane. And so I'm extremely thankful for all of you guys, whether you've left a donation or if you've subscribed to the United Spot, or if you become a member, or if you just leave me a comment, it just means a lot. And I just hope you understand that, because without you guys, I'd just be in the void somewhere talking to myself. So I really, really hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. And I really hope you guys are able to spend a little time with your families and laugh a little bit and enjoy life, because that's a pretty cool thing. So in the meantime, if you do happen to stroll on over to the United Spot because you miss me in the next couple of days, make sure to share out a video for me, or leave a comment. But the most important thing is to have fun and enjoy your life. So Star, have a great night. Yukon Man, thank you again. Seriously, have a great night. Have a great weekend. Brian 70 Kuda, have a great night and a great weekend. Comet Moon, have a great night and a great weekend. Skippy and Lucille and LR, have a wonderful weekend and a great night. Ben Ramler, Keepsake, Comet Moon, 99, thank you so much for that, by the way. 99, Natasha, Ben Ramler, John Evans, have a great night and a great weekend. Hank, I think I said goodnight to Lucille, but I'll say it again. I like Lucille. Lucille, have a great night and a great weekend. Sunny Seiler, have a great weekend and a great night. Thank you for being here. John Castaneda and Tammy, thank you so much. Have a great night and a great weekend. Who else do we have here? Haven't seen Annette Poison tonight. Still haven't seen Teacher Lynn. If anybody knows Teacher Lynn, please reach out to her. I'm starting to get worried because she's missed a couple of nights before, but she hasn't been here in a couple of weeks. So I'm extremely worried. So hopefully everything's okay with Teacher Lynn. LR, have a wonderful night and a great weekend. This is all it's showing me right now. Jeffrey Smith, have a great night and a great weekend. Caucasian Debris, have a great night and a great weekend. Annette Poison, if you're lurking, have a great night and a great weekend. Eric Bernard, I know you went to bed, but have a great weekend. Thank you for being here. And that's all it's showing me right now. Alien, have a great night and a great weekend. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Seriously, it means a lot. Daniel C, if you're lurking, have a great night and a great weekend too, by the way. Robin Spillman as well. Love you guys. You guys are amazing. And I know I've been talking your ears up. Natasha, have a great night and a great weekend. All right. I think that's it. I know you guys are getting tired of my voice, so I'm going to go ahead and play this song, and then we are going to go night-night time. We're going to go night-night. I love you guys. I'll talk to you for just a second after the song.
Cheers, Trump!
Obama, you're an asshole. Lies and racism your whole life. Your legacy is pathetic, and a man calls himself your wife.
Bartender, can I get a drink?
Yes, you're an A-S-S-H-O-L-E, and don't you try to blame it on me. You deserve all the credit. You're an asshole tonight. You were an asshole yesterday. You're an asshole tonight. And I got a feeling you'll be an asshole the rest of your life.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here again. Have a great weekend. I will see you all on Monday. And until we meet again, good night, peasants.